Now, TJ, potentially one of the most exciting fights on this UFC Vegas 54 card. It's Jan Cutelaba taking on Ryan Spann. Cutelaba, a minus 215 favorite, fight minus 400 to end inside the distance.
Yeah, we're going to see some fireworks. You want Cutelaba. He's a fighter. He doesn't waste any time. He gets after it. They walk out in that first round. He is throwing bombs. And if those bombs don't land, well, then he's just going to shift to takedowns, take the fight down. And both these guys are very big at light heavyweight. They both have power. I think Cutelaba has a noticeable power edge, though. Spann has knockouts, but I think if they're both landing flush, I think Cutelaba is the one that more likely to end the fight there very early. He has a huge wrestling advantage in this fight. I think he'll be able to take Spann down essentially at will. Spann's only real defense for it will be a guillotine that he's won 2 UFC fights with. So Cutelaba's got to be careful where he sticks his neck. But outside of that, he'll be able to get the fight to the mat early, often, whenever he wants. Now, we've seen Cutelaba kind of gas before. And Spann is a fighter that kind of needs a glaring advantage, I think, to beat an opponent. And I don't see one here. Normally with Cutelaba, I'd say if it was a different opponent, well, you get this fight to deep water. I don't think that's going to happen here because Spann is a fighter that really slows as well, particularly in the third rounds. And additionally, we saw Cutelaba fight a wrestling heavy fight for 15 minutes in his last fight. And, he didn't fade like he had in the past. So I think he's taking the cardio training a lot more seriously. I think he's truly developing and he's leveling up. So at minus 215, it's not the most fun thing to lay 2-1, but I do think there's still a good bit of value in that flat line, particularly when the ITD line is only cutting it down to minus 155. So to cover all avenues of wins, we'll take Cutelaba at that minus 215 price tag.